Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Design Time. Today I am here in person, very excited about it, with Kathy Kilborn here in Auburn at Tri-City Furniture. Thank you, Kathy, for joining us. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
We are talking today about flooring and the installation. Differences between floating click floors and then glued down floors. Tell us about those differences.
So the difference there is probably in the product itself. So we have laminate floors that have been out for years, and they come in the planked pieces and they click together. So those are considered a floating floor because they're not hooked down to the subfloor in any way. They just lay on top, hooked together. But we also have a lot of other products, and for years we've had linoleum or vinyl flooring, the rolled goods, but we're seeing much less of that product because if it was damaged, it was the whole floor. We like things that are more in pieces, and ceramic has been popular, but again, it's a glued down floor. The most popular product today is the LVT. So it's a vinyl floor, always waterproof, and it can actually be floating or it can be glued.
So do all hard surface floors have these two options?
Not all of them. So laminate floors are always going to be a floating floor. They click together. They don't have to be glued, and what holds them is the piece next to them. But in other products, many of them have the options. So in LVT, we do have a click option, we have a floating option, and we have the glue down. So many of those products will have choices, and how you determine that is by how the use is, because you may want something that was floating so you can easily take a piece up and replace it. You may want it in a place where there's more moisture and you want to pull it up, but you have to kind of determine what is best for your needs.
What's the advantage of having the glued floor?
Well, in glued floors, you're going to make a more permanent seal. So the thing that's nice right now is with all the flooding that we've had, if a home had had a glued down solid vinyl waterproof floor, they would have probably just gotten the water off and dried the floor and they would be good. The glue is going to seal the water from getting under this product. If you have a floating floor, you're definitely going to have to take it up, dry it, dry the floor, and then hopefully you can put it back down again. Because it's not hooked to the floor, the water is going to get under and on top.
So if someone wants a new floor in their basement, what's the best option?
Well, I really think the LVT, first of all, it's waterproof, it's moisture resistant, anti-static. It just has every popular need because it was commercial. It's non-skid. They're very easy to install with a utility knife, but once it's down and it's glued in, you've pretty much eliminated problems. Even if you get water in there every spring, dry the floor is good to go. Whereas other products can have wood cores, especially if they're floating, again, the water gets down under. So if you're going to do something new, I would really suggest to look at the LVT.
Okay, so I know people have this question in their mind. What's the difference in price?
Pricing is very similar to a quality piece of laminate. So they can start right around $2 a square foot. They're very reasonable. I mean, comparison to ceramics with grout and the labor, LVTs will be a lot less expensive and have just as good, if not better, durability. They're a little more flexible, so if your floor isn't perfectly level, they work really well, glued right down to cement.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. Anything we haven't covered that you think You want to get out there about that?
If they have any questions,
Yes.
feel free. I carry a lot of products. I like to know about these products
Yes.
and offer quality things that, and many of these now are made here in the U.S. And so that's another nice feature that allows us to have that quality pretty reasonably priced and longevity. Once you put it down, you're done.
American made, made in the U.S. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for watching this edition of Design Time.